I think there's so many beautiful things in the Deep South. And I know this is a slightly darker tale. Like they did say it was Gothic South. And I understand that. And I don't play a lot of horror games, as everybody knows. So I'm not used to steeping in misery. But I left so many of my play sessions down. And I hated that because I really love this game and I love what it's doing. But I didn't like the way it made me feel.
Do I have to say anything with what she just said right there? Yo, what's going on, people? I told you so from a very long time ago. South of Midnight has been, I think I was one of the main people from the very beginning when I started talking shit about this game, because I watched this during the preview event during the Microsoft Direct preview, right? And when this game was actually announced, I told you everything that was going to happen. I told you this game was going to fail. I told you that the industry was going to shield for it. And I told you that most people around are not going to even bring up the fact that this game is going to fail because they're using this game as a statement for a culture war. These people who are grading this game an 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10, X, Y, and Z, right? They're not doing that shit because the game is good. This game, listen, I got experience playing games, okay? I'm pretty sure everybody knows who played this game knows that this game is mediocre at best. I'm not going to call it garbage, but I'm going to call it mediocre. This game just looks boring and mediocre, all right? I'm pretty sure we can see that from a mile away. If you got any experience playing games, you know what I'm talking about. You know this shit is fake. This 8 out of 10 is 100% fake. South of Midnight is a straightforward but well-executed action-adventure game elevated by the artistry and heart of the American Southern culture that's wrapped around it. What the fuck do you know about American Southern culture? I've been seeing this a lot when it comes to people who saying this game is Southern culture personified. I come from the South. So there's nothing authentically Southern about this game at all. It's not. It's actually, okay, let me put it like this, right? South of Midnight is a white liberal and black suburban liberals interpretation of what the South is, who have not been. This game is made by you know who, in the home of you know who. Just with that understanding alone, yep, they stopped putting shit that they were working on this website. But this is 100% Sweet Baby Inc.'s product. What happens to everything that Sweet Baby touches? Why did Sony drop Sweet Baby Inc. in general? Why would this happen if what Sweet Baby makes is successful? Everything that Sweet Baby Inc. touches dies in a whimper because you don't hear it no more. It's gone. So yeah, I'm gonna make people mad specifically because I know people hate when I talk about the shit, him included. So this is the reason why I'm making this video, because the last time I talked about South of Midnight, I got a lot of people upset, a whole lot of people. And you know what? I like that. I want to make it worse today because I don't like this game at all. I'm never going to like a game like this. It's not going to happen. I don't accept white liberals' interpretations of my culture. I don't take that. And any black person who's saying shit like this, if you're black and you're not supporting somebody playing South of Midnight, give me that black card. Says a guy who is probably from the suburb. Oh yeah, he's 100% from the suburbs. Anime saved me. Naruto raised me. Yeah, he's one of those black people. You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
On the Switch? Nigga, what? Nigga, they putting Elden Ring on the Switch? You out of your fucking mind. They putting Elden Ring on the motherfucking Switch too?
It's the guy who's telling you that you what his name, Playboy, so he trying to seem like he hood and shit, right? Listen, I know a lot of suburban black dudes who try to pretend like they hood, but they really not. So they try to put shit in their name like 313, put shit like, you know, from where they're from or their interest in rap music and shit, right? They have to connect those two to make it seem like they're from where they're from or don't talk to me a certain type of way. Like, you know, those black people who literally just say, hey, listen, I'm from Detroit. Okay. The fuck does that mean? Does that mean you tough? Does that mean you about it? Like, what the fuck you telling me? Yeah, I'm from Detroit. You better watch out for me. For what? What have you done? What have you put in? What type of shit are you entangled in? They try to do that as a situation. It's like barking as a dog. That's what black people do who are like this. They put all this bullshit in their names to make it seem like they down, they from, you know, no, you're not. Because real niggas don't say this shit. For a video game. What the fuck does a video game have to do with you being pro-black or not? These type of dudes get on my fucking nerves. You gonna say if you're black and you're not supporting somebody playing South of Midnight, give me that black card. Who the fuck are you? This is the type of bullshit that this game is bringing out. It's not about the game. It's about a fucking culture war. That's what this shit is about. So yeah, I'm gonna piss a lot of people off because I don't care. This game is doing exactly what I knew it was gonna do. Look at this dude. Thank you to the whole team over at Compulsion Games for this amazing gift. This is why he does it. This is the reason why he does it. Is it starting to make sense now? Because I'm not going to get a package. Listen, you think I'm going to get a fucking package in the mail from any gaming company? It's not happening because I don't shield. These people are 100% fucking shields. They want the gift packages. They want the fucking graphic novels. They want the special events. They want the invites. That's what they want. I will never get shit like that. It's not happening. I don't even get it from China. But guess what? If they gave the shit to me, I'm not advertising it to y'all. I got a couple packages in the mail that were not like this, but they were just information. You think I'm going to present that to y'all just because they gave it to me and I'm going to cover it specifically because they gave it to me? I'm not a grifter. I don't care if you give me money. I don't care if you give me special treatment. You're not going to get talked on my channel if I don't want to talk about you on my channel. These people are fucking grifters and they're lames. Oh, I can't stand these people, bro. But this is what this game is doing. My hands-on review for South of Midnight by Compulsion Games is live. Stunning visuals, immersive atmosphere with stellar soundtrack, compelling narrative and themes, exceptional voice acting. Oh, exceptional voice acting, huh?
What the hell is wrong with you?
Watch your toe.
She was only helping.
I have my own family to think of.
Family? Trey? Cherie?
Keep her name off your lips. She deserves the world.
She deserved peace. You could have asked Smiley for help, you murderer.
Stupid. With this, I can give her life.
You used me.
I did. Why should I borrow when I can just take?
Exceptional voice acting. Exceptional. You know it does have exceptional voice acting. And listen, I know what you guys are going to say to me. I'm not a hater at the end of the day. I don't hate. I can give something this kudos when it deserves it. The Last of Us series has some of the best voice acting in the entire fucking industry, along with Red Dead Redemption. Those two series have the best voice acting in the entire industry. Even though I can't fucking stand Neil Cuckman or I can't stand The Last of Us 2. Their voice acting is top notch. Nobody can deny that. You're going to put exceptional voice acting for this? That scene that I just showed you? Really? And the visuals move in stop motion? It looks weird. It looks off. She had zero emotion in her face. And you're going to say that this was exceptional voice? You're grifting. You're grifting and chilling right now. This is what y'all doing. Even though, listen, I know this isn't fair, but I'm going to do it anyway. I don't give a fuck, right? Listen, I know this is early access, but you should have more than 566. Okay, the premium edition is cheap. It's $50, so it's not even the full $70, right? Which means it's cheaper. You get to play up to 5 days early, and only this many people is playing it right now. Advanced access out now. Where are all the people who are saying this game? Bro, listen, let me put it like this. If a game is really legitly a 10 out of 10, right? A 10 out of 10 across the board. Absolutely adored this game. 10 out of 10. Roll credits. I'm floored. Oh my God. Yes, Slay Queen. Absolutely stunning. Playing South of Midnight Gaming Idea. Create Alice in the Wonderland. They're not going to do that because Alice is white. Voice acting 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. If this game is so amazing, right? I know for a fact if I know a game is amazing and I have a chance to play it early access and it's only fucking $50, you think that I'm not going to be jumping on this shit like right now? Everybody knows this game is shit. That's why it's 462 players playing right now. Early access. And this is an Xbox exclusive. So which means that these PC numbers are fucking accurate. It's not on PlayStation. Only 566 all-time peak. I thought this game was 10 out of 10. Where are all of y'all fans at? I'm not talking about people on my side, right? That's just like trying to get men to support the WNBA. Where are all the women? supporting the WNBA? Why do you want me to support? Why does my numbers have to be the determining factor of your shit being successful? Where are all the South of Midnight Shills right now? Since this game is such a statement and this game is so gorgeous, yes, Slay Queen bullshit, where are all y'all at? Oh, y'all don't buy games. Y'all just there for the movement. Y'all just want to stand on the picking line and just have your fist up. I thought that if I didn't support this game, then I need to give you my black card. Where's everybody who are afraid of losing their black? Where's all the black people?
I just want to know where my niggas at. Where are they?
If you're black and you're not playing, supporting somebody playing South of Midnight, give me that black card. Why is it this low? Where are all the people who support black people? Shouldn't you want to pay this $50 to want to get early access? Where's all the Twitter people now? Oh, it's the same shit when it comes to Assassin's Creed Shadows, right? You get to have 717,000 people liking your post, but you can't even get 717 people playing your game at the same time. But Black Myth Wukong can get over 1 million playing their game currently. And Monster Hunter Wilds can get that many people playing that a month later. Where are all the shills now? Y'all shills are full of shit. Y'all do not like the shit that y'all be on the front lines marching about. Y'all do not care about South of Midnight. You only care about the discourse. That's all you care about. I'm calling y'all out because y'all are fucking lames. Y'all don't give a shit about this. Give me your black card. Bitch, you're not saying this shit to the majority of the community that's not even playing the game right now. They didn't get early access. Why is that? Because they know the game sucks.
And I know I think there's so many beautiful things in the Deep South. And I know this is a slightly darker tale. Like they did say it was Gothic South. And I understand that. And I don't play a lot of horror games, as everybody knows. So I'm not used to steeping in misery. But I left so many of my play sessions down. And I hated that. Because I really love this game and I love what it's doing. But I didn't like the way it made me feel.
Do I have to say anything with what she just said right there? She said a complete, these are the type of people that just want to be a part of a culture war by any means necessary. She just said the game is amazing, but I don't like how it makes me feel. Does that make sense in any realm? It doesn't make any fucking sense. These are the people that supports this shit. How the fuck does that make any sense? And this is another example of, let me put it like this, of people who used to shield who can't fake it anymore. You guys are familiar with Destin, right? You guys are familiar with Destin. He is an industry person. I think he used to work for IGN. I think Destin does work for IGN, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check just to make sure. I think he left IGN and became an independent game journalist. Good for him. But the thing is, though, I think he's becoming honest because of that, because he left, because he said this. This is just honest, though. I would expect Destin, somebody like Destin, to like this game, but he can't even fake it. He said, yeah, I've got to be honest. I don't know if I want to finish South of Midnight after chapter 6. He doesn't even want to finish it. Where to hear that come from you? Yeah, because he used to him being on the other side. Because in my opinion, the game is fantastic. The best Xbox game released this year so far, which is saying nothing because Xbox had no releases. You're not saying anything. And then he said, let me make myself smaller so you guys can see this shit. He said the actual gameplay is not good. I really do not get the hype. And you know who else said it too?
Now the bad. Combat is slightly better than I thought it was when I first seen it, but I still don't like it. Plus the camera is ass. Hopefully the skill tree and some other unlockables make it more fun, but right now it's just whatever.
These people can't even fake shilling for the gameplay. They can't even fake it. These are people on the other side. Even though I don't like this dude, and he's still saying the game is fantastic, he still can't even fake that the combat sucks dick. And I said this shit on stream before this game even came out. Oh, thank you. Hey, somebody said it. This looks like AI. This literally looks like AI was given a fucking budget of all the indie games that existed in the world. And this is the magnum opus of indie title bullshit put into one game. There's so many elements that look the same like indie titles, but I can see different elements from different games that's implemented into this one. It's boring. I hate to sound like this, man, but it is though, for real. Like this shit sucks. And now since they touched it, now all of a sudden they like, yeah, he's right. The combat is ass. I didn't even have to touch it.
I can see the future.
And these are people who would normally suck this game off. He's saying he don't get the hype. Because guess what? The hype is strictly for culture war reasons. Because guess what? There is none. Since he said this shit, right? Since he's actually saying shit that actually confirms what I'm saying, you know people on his side cannot let that go. So now they're going to eat their own. This is a good example of them eating their own right now. South of Midnight gameplay isn't good. He put it in quotations like he wasn't saying something true. Word. Compared to what? Press A to remember your trauma. This man gave a standing ovation to As Dust Falls. See, this is what they're going to do. They're going to discredit their own people strictly because he's telling the truth now. Destin, this is why you always stay truthful. Because as soon as you go over to the other side or you try to be honest for the first time in your life, now your own people are going to crucify you. This is what's going to happen now. They're going to eat their own because they can't even fake the funk anymore. They can't fake it. But IGN gives this game a fucking 8 out of 10. This game is better than Stellar Blade, apparently. Apparently, South of Midnight is better than Stellar Blade and is just as good as Dragon Age the Veilguard. Would you look at that? I'm starting to see a pattern here. This game is better than Stellar Blade, has a better soundtrack, animations, voice acting, everything is better. Are you kidding me? But the combat sucks. The one thing people are not saying about Stellar Blade is that the visuals are bad. Combat is bad. They're not saying that. Stellar Blade is known for its visuals and combat. You can probably have a case when you talk about the story. I can give you that. But to basically say that the combat sucks and the visuals suck, you're lying. And it's still got a 7. You're telling me this is an 8? I want you guys to use critical thinking skills here. It's not an 8. They're fucking shilling. Because this many people wouldn't show up if the game was actually, bro, come on now. 566, I know it's early access, but I thought me as a black person, I should be supporting this. Or any person who's black should be supporting this game. Because if you don't, then you get your black card revoked. I thought supporting black people means buying this edition right here. Why aren't people buying this edition? To get early access. That's showing support to those white liberals, right? In Quebec, Canada, and those black liberal suburban women who's in Quebec, Canada too, who's never been to the South in their life. I thought that's showing support to those people. You guys are fucking moronic. This game did exactly what I thought it was going to do. And watch when this game come out, it's not even going to crack 50,000. Hell, I think 50,000 is even too high. Watch what's going to happen. And say Jay the Concept is wrong again. Because it's going to fall flat in your face. It's not going to happen. Yeah, I wanted to piss people off. This game is absolutely stunning. Get the fuck up out of here. Get the fuck up out of here. You guys are liars. South of Midnight is going to fail, and it's not going to make no money. So here's another studio, Compulsion Game Studio, that's going to absolutely fail. Because if Ubisoft couldn't make it by basically doing DEI bullshit and trying to suck the dick of the woke left, watch what's going to happen to Compulsion Games after this game comes out. Mark my words. We'll see.
I just wanna know where my niggas at.